I want to make a point that I don't know yet. I want to learn from this video something about the unification of personality, the balance, the symmetry of personality, and how integration, or the process of translating duality into unity, integrating, which is done within the person, within the being, within the personality, leads eventually to a unified personality. I find it incredible that being a person, being a being with some amount of unification, that there's a body, there's a mental life that has a path of development, that within that unified beingness, I am within a universe, and yet at the same time, everything is contained within me. So everything is external, meaning I am in the universe, and everything is internal, meaning the universe is in me. Why is the universe inside of me? We can say this as some, kindergarten metaphysical thought, like everything is one, which is true in its highest way, but is also a low vibrational philosophic excuse. Oh, everything is one, everything is one. It's a necessary step. But how do you know that everything is one? Why, in a material manifestation of such intense duality, do I state, that everything is one? Well, one reason is because everything is experienced within you. So even though you're experiencing duality outside of yourself, and this duality is on multiple levels, it is the difference between me and this pen, and that I can look at the pen, and I can hold the pen, and I can put the pen down, and not be a part of the pen, and then again I can lift it up. I can manipulate the pen, and I can use it as a tool. So in some way we're experiencing a dual relationship. But there's also duality in this world because hate and love are possible, because pain and joy are possible, because I celebrate life, and at the same time children are starving. So this is duality. And yet, I have the intense and growing and progressive experience that everything is actually one. And one reason that this is true is because I am experiencing everything. Duality is experienced within me. So the experience of duality is unified by me, by my personality, by my individual and separate existence. That even you, to me, are an internal experience in many ways. The human personality is the integrative mechanism of experience, which means that duality or unity, everything is experienced within me. That in many ways I am the center of the universe for me. This should not lead to selfishness, or at least keep going if it does. Because all experience is ennobling if it is understood with an insight into value and an understanding of meaning. Even selfishness is a positive experience if it's eventually translated into service. And how does selfishness become service? But through the progressive attainment of the personality. But in many ways, everything is centered on me, because my consciousness and my individuality is looking out into the world from me. I cannot do anything outside of me. So much of my work in the past years has been an integration of my personality, a unification of my personality. One way I can explain it is that in a moment, my entire understanding of everything, including a very strong and intrinsic line of assumptions as to what my life would be, was utterly destroyed. And then I spent years unifying myself, meaning after a period of kind of uncertainty, just looking, I started to encounter a few techniques, and one of these was the ability to add everything back to one. It was the attempt, the effort of adding duality back to unity. And so I stitched myself back together, and I stitched my understanding of myself back together, and I stitched my understanding of destiny back together. And along the way, I integrated some very high teachings revealed to the human race from the universe, government, and beyond. And so I am a more whole person because I was shattered and because I did the work of integration. And so everything that you experience, the realm of experience is usually in the realm of duality, the tension of forces, the opposites of relationships, the gap between what you desire and what you have. This is all duality, but we must understand that it is occurring, that this experience of duality is occurring in the unified personality. And if this integration is progressive, and if this progression is growing, then we are becoming more spiritual. Then we are becoming more religious. Then we are becoming our brother's keepers and servers of the kingdom.